the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah. Hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah, hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, it's the anthem. If I give you my word, that's what I stand on. Loyalty and trust is what I stand on. Family and love is what I stand on. Talking big, big. I knew that one day that I could make it big, big. I'm talking how to stay smoking without a sensei. Now we get up and do it like we got a big rig. It's getting serious. I know you're curious. Took some losses through the process, had me furious. But I got eyes on the vision.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode of Grind Hard, Hustle Smart with your boy, Charles Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, so I often get this question which is, Charles, how do I go about accomplishing the things I want to do in my life, and how do I choose the things that I want to do in my life, and how do I create a pathway to getting there? I'm going to tell you, and it's three simple things. Three simple, short, and sweet things. If you got a piece of paper, if you got a smartphone, take notes on the smartphone. I'm going to tell you about it right now. It's the how, the what, and the why. Those three things right there. How, what, and why. So just go ahead and jump right into it. What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you're hoping to go after and seeking after? Is it graduating school? Is it playing some professional sport? Is it getting on the radio, creating a podcast, becoming a speaker, becoming a lawyer, a doctor, the president, a congresswoman, a congressman? What is it that you want to do? Zone in on that. See, right now, we're creating this thing called a map, a road map, and it leads us from where we are now on a specific path that may have some detours along the way. But if we follow it true, we'll get to exactly where we want to be. That's what you're doing today. I'm giving you a roadmap, providing you a way of going from point A to point B to point Z right now. That's what we're doing today. So what is it that you want to do? Figure that out first. What is it that you really want to accomplish in this life? And don't make it some far off goal or something that somebody else has created for you to accomplish. What is it that you specifically want to accomplish? It could be anything. If you want to pass that test in a week, if you want to learn some more, in-depth vocabulary, what is it? Something even simple or something complex. What is it? And write that down. So begin doing that right now. Write down your what. Think it in your mind. What is my what? What am I trying to accomplish today? What am I trying to accomplish in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Because one thing I know for sure is that I don't want to be where I am currently. Because where I am currently isn't showing progress in the next few years if I'm still here. So what is that benchmark in your mind, that milestone in your mind, that goal in your mind? Write that down first. That's number one. Number two, get ready for this. Why? What motivates you? And like I said, don't make, I'm doing this because I got kids. There's tons of people on this planet that have kids, okay? There's tons of people on this planet that have people that they're responsible for, not even their own children. So make it deeper than that. Something internal. Because that is what you wake up with each and every single day. And that's the truth. Your kids, you love them to death. You love them more than life itself, but that's not why you do what you do, because there was a time when you were chasing things that didn't have anything to do with them before they even got here. So find something deeper down. What is your why? Why is it that you do what you do? What is your motivation for going after these things? What keeps you in the game? What keeps you in the fight? What is that thing that gives you courage, bravery, mental intensity, intestinal fortitude? What's that one thing that you wake up, it keeps you going, it keeps you sparked up, fired up, ready to go? What is it? Because that's ultimately what people are going to remember you for. There's two things that you can guarantee at the end of this life that you will be remembered for: how you did what you did and why you did it. How you did what you did and why you did it. The what does not matter. The what is specific to you. The what is your choice, your option, your journey. But how you did it and why you did it will leave the legacy that people will remember you for forever. So why are you doing what you do? Make it personal. It should be personal. It better be personal. So write down your what. So now you got the second part of the roadmap down. You know what your what is. You're working on your why. Let's talk about the third one. How? How are you going to get there? You look at the map. You look at that roadmap right now. Look down at it. Go to any map. Go to Google Map, Apple Maps, whatever MapQuest that's still around, right? Look at the route. I live here in South Florida. So if I want to go north and south, I'm going to take the Turnpike or I'm going to take I-95. If I want to go east and west, I'm going to take 595, right? But I know I got to take one of those routes. If I want to get to Orlando, how do I go about getting to Orlando? That's very important because that would determine how long it takes. Will I take the long way around? Will I take the scenic route? Will I take the expressway? Will I take the turnpike? Will I take a shortcut? Will I take the back roads? Will I take the country roads? Will I go through neighborhoods? How am I going to get there? Because that will determine how long it takes me, how long the journey lasts, how long the trip lasts, how long the journey is, how long the flight takes, how long the drive is. That's what's going to be determined. Your why and your how is how you're going to be remembered. And the what is going to be remembered because of the first two. This is your roadmap. And for any goal you have in life, these are the three things you should be writing down and keeping track of all the time. And looking back on it in your journal and your notes and saying, yep, my why is still the same. How I did it may have changed throughout time, but my what is the same. And don't change your what until you accomplish it. You can always progress and get further and further along your journey, sure. But don't change it in the meantime while you're trying to get there. That's how you end up getting stuck. Or even worse, getting lost. And never ending up where you were supposed to be to begin with. You took so many detours. Some of us ended up exactly where we started. Some of us end up at a place far worse than where we started because we let things distract us and we took detours and we took different routes. So those are the three things that you should have written down. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? And how are you going to get there? And write this down for every one of your goals, period. Anything you want to accomplish in this life, write down those three things. What is it? Why? And how I'm going to get there. And you refer to that all the time to give yourself that motivation, to give yourself that reminder that you need to get back on a horse, that you need to stop backsliding, that you need to stop procrastinating, that you need to stop being negative, that you need to get out of your funk. You need to get up and start walking and putting one foot after the other because your legacy is dependent on it. Because there was a time when I just wanted to get out of elementary school. Then I got out of elementary school. You know what? I want to get out of middle school. Then I got to middle school. You know what? I want to get to high school. Then I got to high school. I want to go to college. Now I'm in college. I want to get my MBA. You know what? I want to get my MBA. I want to get my PhD. And then you know what? Now I want to go dominate. Not just me, but the country and everything else in between. And I want to speak to everybody, everywhere, all the time. Y'all, you know, if you listen to me back in the early days when this podcast has first started, what did I used to say on the intro? I'm the PhD with no degree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how I think of myself. Because I don't think of myself as Charles Johnson where I am right now. I already see myself being exactly where it is because I know my what, I know my why, and I know exactly how I'm going to get there. And I keep myself on that path. I stay committed to my path, my journey, my destiny, my outcome. And that why keeps me pumped up and fired up and ready to go at all times. This is what I think about all the time. This is what I'm masticating on each and how do I go about making sure that I'm as impactful as I see it in my mind when I get to where it is I want to be each and every single day. So that's your roadmap, ladies and gentlemen. Short, sweet, and to the point. Every single day, every goal you have, write down your what. What are you trying to accomplish? That should be the goal. I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to pass the test. I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to write a calendar. I'm trying to do this. I want to do this. I want to accomplish this. That's your what. And then you write down your why. What motivates you? What keeps you fired up, pumped up, ready to go, and chasing after it each and every single day like nothing else matters. And your how. How are you going to go about accomplishing these things? What journey, what pathway are you going to take? Because that will determine how long the journey takes from point A to point Z. And like I said, your how and your why is how people will remember you. That's the legacy that you will leave behind forever. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. If you haven't done so already, please take this time to download this podcast and make me part of your daily routine. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Ladies and gentlemen, we're available on all major podcasting platforms. I'm talking about we're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on Amazon. We're on iHeartRadio. Any major platform, guess what? Your boy is there. Just type in Grind Hard, Hustle Smart, and you're going to find me. Just Google it. Google it. You're going to find me. You can also find me at thecharlesjohnson.com to book me for speaking engagements. Send me an email. The email is charlesspeakslife@gmail.com. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, you can also purchase the merchandise at thegrindishard.com. Remember, thegrindishard.com. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every single one of you. And remember, grind hard, hustle smart each and every single day. Have a good one.
I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. Running through it with the young influence, adolescent presence, I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive, and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot with ghetto whack, contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back, you ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste. Facts, I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot with ghetto whack, contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back, you ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste.